Do you know the situation? You're invited to go to a fest, to marriage, to a celebration, birthday celebration, whatever, a party. And in there you are now all alone in middle of a lot of people, but you don't feel well enough, secure enough to go towards people to meet you. You see all these different groups and you have a very bad feeling within to go towards them and to introduce yourself. While in the inside, you seek to be part of that. You're a bit envied that people are having such a great time while you yourself, you're standing in the corner and it seems like nobody really sees you. Or the situation, you are in the business, you're a team leader and you need to make a speech in front of people and you already feel very, very sweating because you are not feeling secure in talking towards people. You're supposed to go to a business meeting and meet other businessmen, and still there you're feeling really insecure, but it's the part of the job, so you go for it, but you have not the security, but you feel like this kind of fear. Does this sound familiar to you? Is there any of the situation where you say, yes, I know that very well. I know what it means not to feel good? Myself, Carmen Cornelia Haselwanter, I was traveling around the world for many years on my own, not knowing anybody. And it was on me to go towards people, introduce myself in order to become part of something, in order to find out information, in order to be seen. So I know exactly what that means. And it's one of my passion to support people exactly to guide to their, how I call it, social security. Because this is what all about. And within this topic, I decided today to choose in my 11/11 talk, because it's all about clarity. It's all about to find out how you yourself can show up your best to new people, to an environment which yet they don't know you. So let's see now what happens if we meet people. And it's already the first impulse I want to give you here. The first thing we're trying to be is perfect. We want to show up on the best way. And if we are nervous, if we are full of fear, we are not we as we are, because we're hesitating. And I want to see it like that way, or I want to use you this way of looking at it. You don't know how your other person feels like, because fact is we don't talk about it, that we are fearful, right? We don't say that we feel uncomfortable now being in this environment, not knowing anybody, or people expect something from us and still we're feeling like very, very not us. And by trying to be perfect, we are doing something what humans are not. We are not perfect. So this is already the first thing. Don't try to be the perfect. Just try to be you, human. Laugh. Say whatever you think. Of course, it might be a bit funny, sometimes when it doesn't really fit. But on the other hand, this is how we pick up people, with being human, with being us. And let's face it as well, especially nowadays as AI, the artificial intelligence, this is getting more and more of a need that you show yourself the way you are. This social security, this going towards people, fearless, proud, encouraged, is something the more and more to be trained. Because yes, you are able to train that. You are able to go into that seek. A lot of people are saying to me, I've never learned that. I am unable to do that. My clients are telling me that. And there's the first good message I may tell you already. I share it to you, that this is not true. You can learn that. It's a skill, which for my pace, I'm always saying it's not a luxury. It's the base of everything. Because the more you're in your social security, the more you're going to be great at an interview, great to pitch your offer, great to be liked. So not only by now trying to be perfect, or better say, you better try to be imperfect, I want to invite you that your understanding to show this imperfection doesn't only make you human, it only sets your nervous system on a very good level. You see, because if we try to be perfect, we are putting ourselves on a very high expectation, and this is not what you need. By you only being you the way you are is already a very good advantage, because you see the other person is not as you are. You are unique. You are great. You are an individual which has its great expertise, experiences, and also knowledge. I'm inviting always people to summarize first their values, because if you're aware of your values in life, in business, in private life, then you're already on a different kind of area. Because, for example, for me, communication is a very, very important value. I love communicating, but not only by words, but by seeing, by observing, by recognizing the need of the other person in front of me. To question people, not by question itself, but by asking a question, is already a very good door opener. Because like that, you are getting in the initiative by asking a question, showing interest for the other person, and then the other person who is addressed this question to is already invited to something. You see, this is a very good door opener by connecting with other people, and at the same time gives the other one the comfort of talking about its things he's interested in, about that what really is for its needs, like passion. Of course, that requires that you don't only pretend of having interest in the other person, but also, you are, because that's something we feel. And that's already the third one. Energy. To show interest in person, not only by body language, by asking, by watching. I mean, for example, now I watch directly into the camera because I look at you. I don't have now here a script I'm reading from. And that's already something what a lot of people are doing as them. To show interest is not by looking at your mobile phone and in the same time, like really activate here. No, it's by giving space, time, attention. That's already something you can really write down and live it through every day, because that is security. Social security gives you a base of understanding, here I am, this is where I am, here I stand up for me and for my beliefs. To have the security within for you on a social level is an incredible asset. Not only for you in order, to achieve a different level on your career, but as well, to find right people for your private life, your partner of choice, friends where you can interact on a very high level. You see, social security is something what creates a different world, your words. And especially since Corona, we all know what it means to be a part of it. And the more and more we see that these 3 years of Corona period had really affected our, especially young people around us, because they have lost a certain ability. And this is why more and more we as adults are allowed to go in here into role models. So by getting more and more into that, into this social security, day by day, you will understand how powerful you are with that skill, which again is not luxury. It is base. And if you feel now that you have some handicaps on that, if you think that your friend, your partner needs some sort of support here, myself, Carmen Cornelia Haselwanter, I'm very happy giving you a hand on that. I'm an executive sparring on eye level. Because not only by being an ex-casino CEO, well, I know what it means to be respectful, and as well in the same time, understanding its privacy is very important. I go on a level of very high educated support for you, your team, but especially for your environment. Because never ever underestimate here one important thing. You are the creator of your life, and it's not the outside world who is dedicating you. So I want to make sure that next time when you're going to go on a fest, on a party, on a meeting, you are fully in the power. This is why I say social security is a superpower, which I'm very happy to support you on that. So feel free to contact me and let's go into a half an hour free talk in order to see from where I can help you and to support you. So also that superpower is going to be not only us from today, but also in the future part of your life. Let me know what you think about that topic. Where on a scala from 1 until 10 do you see yourself and your social security within being grown? And I can't wait to see you next week, same time, same channel here in the next 11:11 talk, where myself, Carmen Cornelia Haselwanter, I am sharing 3 other clarity impulses for you in order to make your life to a better state. Thank you very much for being here, for joining. And in the meantime, take care and all the best. Bye.